Okay, what's going on, Grand Rising? Today is May 21st, 2024, Tuesday. And what we're looking at here is going to be the dollar index and the futures market. So I'm going to do a quick, top-down analysis breakdown. So looking here at dollar index, last week we came off a very bearish week. We were looking to see if we could break the 104.50 level. As you look at the daily here, as of last Thursday and Friday, we had like an indecision day on Friday. And yesterday we had an up day. And then we're starting to hold on this daily 4 hour, the 104.50. So today, if DXY continues strength at 104.50 up to 105, I will look for shorts on XXX USD, possibly futures as well, as we gain strength to 104.50 105 and maybe higher if we can continue up. Now, looking at the market already, we've just hit all-time highs on the equities and futures market. So when you look at it like this, we have all-time highs here in Q, yes, and then we're still kind of fighting for YM. So, if that dollar does start to find strength, I could anticipate maybe we start seeing some retracement after, taking these highs on daily, weekly with NQ, ES. And so you're already kind of seeing that intraday move pre-New York, which is kind of interesting, right? Is they're kind of already pushing that price back down. This looks pretty good when you look at ES and how it all formed. NQ still a little tricky. They did do a liquidity grab on YM, but they still left the all-time highs open. And then when you take a look here at your 1 hours, you're looking at your previous day, which would have been that previous day low would have been here. Just trying to make sure this goes right. So previous day low is here. Sorry. It's like here to the previous day high, sign and shift there. So I can anticipate today if we're going to continue bullish, which we've been very, strong and we still have lots of room to go. And maybe we could see a reaction here. Maybe we could see a reaction at market open. Now, if price does just sell off because that dollar is so strong, they're doing it so early that I don't believe that would be the move. So the only thing that makes me more confident in this move would be how NQ looks, because I wouldn't want to play ES inside of a wick like that. So we'll be patient. We'll look to get from A to B, but like I could anticipate, like I said, something off this 18,650 levels or something inside this last down candle when it comes to NQ. And then really quick, want to look at gold here. Gold's really pushing. We never really came down to that 24 level we were looking for. We still have had, pretty difficult for us to get over 79.80 over here on oil. And then the bounce, I would say, that we've seen from that key level 60,000 on Bitcoin was really nice. So we might end up extending up, taking those highs. And I will mark that ETF price here soon. I think it was like right around in here. Like somewhere in here. I know it's around my birthday, so somewhere in here. And so I'm going to mark that, but we'll see how this keeps continuing to play out. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go over to the snipe window. Like I said, the best thing that I see today possibly is going to be NQ. So really quickly, I'm going to go ahead and save my trader's constitution and get you guys set up here on the snipe window. All right, just went through the trader's constitution. The mental framework is set up. So let's focus up and see what we get here today. It's pretty interesting, like I said, about a minute out that they've already pushed the price this dramatically, leaving the high of days open. So I'm gonna be focused, locked in here. See if we get anything maybe on ES as well. But trade safe and see you guys on the other side. So we can get some more upside here on this 5 minute above New York Open. I would possibly play this move. So I want to go ahead because you never can go wrong, honestly, buying in the futures market. So I'm going to definitely frame that up. Because you're in 50 catcher, 678. Okay, so we're just gonna be looking for that price. We're not looking for more than really 770, to be honest. All right, so wow, it's kind of catching again, doing that weird stuff I did the other day. It's a really good push right there. I'd like to see it come back down though. I'm not just going to take it as it skyrockets. Anything back down, I probably would definitely take that trade to the upside. ES is responding well as well. So I really like that if it can come back down and tap the levels that I like. And see how that 1 minute closes. So I do like that area. So I'm going to take that area there. Now the entry ended up being a little bit above New York, but it's a good 5 minute position. Okay, so that's what truly makes sense to me. And now for me, I don't want to exit this trade on a higher time frame if it can work out, unless price goes above here. Okay, the high of the day. So I'm going to condense this down here to one order. Not manage the rest. Okay, so if it can stay here, then I'd only want one limit here. Breaking that high of day structure. That does look pretty good. And then when you look at the 1 hour area that we were looking for, it looks really good potentially. If you can respond off this area and just continue to the upside. So we'll see if the stop loss order can hold. I do like how that came up there and basically closed. So it's just now, can they hold this level? ES looks really good from the bounce as well. So okay, so really want to just see what we get that first 5 minutes. It looks pretty good. Now it's just can it close good, right? Closing above the 5 minute candle and closer to or above 18.7 would be nice. So I like the push right now. Previous day highs are 18,800 whole level. Just want to make that, really good push right there. So I'm just marking 18,800 on another screen. that could be our final TP for today, but we want to at least take some from the area that we looked at. Okay, we're pushing really nice. I like the price here. Looks really good. Like I said, the only difference is a good 5-minute position. Maybe could have, really condensed down that one, but other than that, it looks really good. So first 5 minutes getting ready to load in about 6 seconds. And we are pushing really nice. So everything's set up pretty good. I think if we can just push up to that high of day, then we can just have your sell limits there in that area, kind of like I do, be able to take some profits. And then I'm going to trail my risk to my entry and walk away. So we're about 5 minutes into the session. First 5-minute close was strong. So first, and that was across the board, except for YM first 5 minutes. SOS, so sign of strength. So watching this first 15-minute close will be key now as well. And I just want to see this 5 and 1 minute structure stay pretty healthy. So 15-minute engulfing close above 18,700 whole level would make me a little bit more confident. But we are not showing exactly those same signs on ES. So I wanted to really see these 15-minute closes. And then YM is, reaching for lows. So you can pay yourself at point of interest. So I have it here, but I might end up I might move that limit down to 750 levels, depending on how fast we get there. And I like the 1 hour positioning. So I just kind of want to show that for the video's sake and not have to drag a screen here. 1 hour time frame, we were looking at last down candle from yesterday where they blasted the M pattern, really gave us no chance, and that support resistance being an area of confluence. So kind of what the bias was set to, 64s. Okay, nice. So I like how the 15 minutes are looking here. We got quite a bit of time when you look at, like 5 minutes here to continue up. Previous support was 18,730. So I'd like to see at least price rally up into the 18,730s. And then we'll make our way closer to daily open. But I want to see us get past these 2 white candles here potentially. Wondering why, line graph wise, those are the technical spots I would want to see us push past. So if you're not practicing this skill regularly, it's something that you can learn by doing it over and over. And this is why, so I do like how it looks on a higher time frame, your 1 hour especially. Now we just want to get a close above 18,700, I would think, and continue closing above that level. And I think we could still find our way up to the upside potentially. So really good volume coming in there. I'm gonna kind of refresh this really quick. So that push down is not the greatest. We'll see how this kind of closes here for this next 5-minute close, but
whatever I want to do. So before using the hotkey, I'd have to kind of bubble around and say, okay, if I'm holding 5 contracts here, I want to peel out, half that position. That's going to be 2 contracts. I got to go and change one and two, and then put this button on this and that. This is just a free.
Just want to see that 5-minute close above that whole level, which would give me a little bit more confidence going into point of interest play.
So it's really great to have this, and I'm so excited to see this come to the top of X. Yeah, I'm working on it.
The price looks pretty good here. We can close, I would say, 5-minute close right here. That's a good close. So now I just want to see them rally up above the 725, 730s fairly quickly, or it's trash. Let's see here. Just kind of wanting to see this next 5-minute, 15-minute close is going to be key.
Yeah, I think that's going to be extremely helpful for folks out there that like to screenshot their charts when they're journaling, because it will show them exactly where their executions took place. So I think that's going to be tremendously helpful for a lot of people. Are there any other features that are on the horizon here that are coming out?
Well, there's a program. I don't know if I call it.
Okay, let's see where this is going to close. Like I said, I want to see good responses off this 18,700 level. Otherwise, they could start to take it a little bit lower. So, let's see, like I said, a good 15-minute engulfing and a close above 18.7 would be a little bit better of a sign to me when you're looking at that, and then the 1 hour close. Because if this 15-minute engulfs, then this next 15-minute candle could close going into 9 strong. Then that 1 hour turning into a bullish candle would be great. So that looks like a good price action that I like to see. So we'll see. ES is showing that same strength on that 15.5. So after taking the lows, so that's a pretty good sign there that we could get up to the upside here. So I'm just going to make this, just going to modify this to 78. It's at 64, so I'm just going to move it to 78 is the only difference. Okay, so about a minute, 50 seconds left. We're getting pretty good strength here. 1 minute price action is still looking pretty strong. So I'd like to see this close here on 15. So really good price right there, bouncing off that 18.7. We got a minute left before 15.5 close here for this last 15 minutes of 8 a.m. So like I said, if we can get that strong close and then to attack the 18.730 areas, I think would be really, really nice. Our entry was 92. So we got about a 12 point, so 92, let's see, 92 minus 78 times 20. So we got about $280 risk on the table, which is good. I like that. I like to try to keep my risk in that $400 range. Um, so I've got to stay between 400 and 600 per account. That's the goal. ES really, really nice. Equal highs on that Asian liquidity as well. So I think we could make our way up. We're just going to be patient here. And hopefully they do like the last couple of days. They just go up without coming down because that's what they've been doing. So right now we're up like we're up about a 1 to 2 almost. So could be protecting this position if the entry to me was below New York Open, but so 15-minute close higher. And so let's see if they can hold this 18.7 level or if they're going to test this level. But I would like to see them hold that level potentially. If not, they may just fail and go lower. Now, ES did make a higher high on the 15, so it could be very short-lived here right after they make that high, unfortunately.
It's the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, the 60s. Okay? That's whatever that is. But that makes
ES looks good, but this is just very very testy, I guess you could say is the word.
well, we're right down by
But ES looks the best, I would say, just because of how it actually printed and that 15-minute closed higher high. So this one is not showing the signs of strength that we'd want to see. So they are pushing lower now a little bit on ES. So these lows just don't look as great on NQ, unfortunately.
life trade. I was gonna wait for professional. I don't know. It's moving. Dakota's it's moving right now. So I want
ES is kind of tapping that level perfectly and looks a lot better. This just looks like they want to grab the stops first, maybe even reach for the 18,670s or lower. So just may want a little bit more of the 1 hour pricing today. We'll see.
Yeah, I took that so we retested those 90 ones, took a short there with an 89 average, peeled off 75% of my position. I'm leaving one as a runner here, so had a nice little trade on that Fleshicito of those 90 ones that we're looking for. It just got stopped out, so we added a couple nuggets to our bid. Daily property.
I really like how ES is holding. YM is actually showing bullish strength as well. So maybe this is just a test of this level. Hopefully it was. This is what I was wanting yesterday was them to come back and give me a chance at New York Open. So if we can go back above I would say the 715s before going lower. I may shed a contract like if we break like this area here. The 715s if we get back to that area before going lower. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like we got just like executions here. We got out 13s and 89s and 81s. Or I'm sorry, 89s and 81s. That's what we got.
So it looks like they might want to go a little lower first, unfortunately. So it is what it is.
Here's the thing. It's like this. I'm seeing that we're already catching a lot of bids up here. It opens up the door for a really nice trade opportunity. That let's say if we faded down to what my level is 644 and 3/4. If you want to write that down, Andre, 644 3/4. Pretty strong level, which is when we kind of launched it off yesterday. If we're already catching bids into that fade down into that level, that says that we already have, we're defending these levels. So we were to get down to
So I do like how the price is mitigating on that 1 minute. So we actually look okay right now. Now if we can just be patient and hold through this, which, you know, a closure to me above 18.7 again would be a sign that we have a chance, and saying that because ES did make that sign of strength 15-minute higher high. So you also have YM reaching for the upside as well. So it's just we're here. We're still 2 contracts deep with our stop loss in the same position, and seeing if we're going to get that push Aceto to the upside. Now, the other thing I noticed was that on Top Step, they were selling at the low at the most pivotal moment of all, and then they got stopped out very quickly. So in that stop out, what I've noticed is that's usually the mitigation play. So if that actually ends up being the mitigation play, then we would start closing above 18.7 here going into the end of the hour. So I'm gonna be patient, and just kind of sit here and see what we can get. That window open. It's crazy.
The times that the 18. Let's see. Oh, yeah. The times.
Nice volume right there. Good mitigation. It looks like on that 1 minute. So this does play out. You know, I've got a lot of notes to make sure. You know, I'm focused on because I could really condense this risk down playing at New York or below, putting my stop at the same spot. So could have saved myself, you know, 92 minus 86 when it comes to points. But also you got to give the market a little room to breathe. Okay. So like I said, if we can close again above 18.7 and show some signs of strength above there, I think we could make it higher, but we also could reach down on that 15 and 50% of that 1 hour, which is like 18.660s. But we'll see. So I'm gonna kind of do this just for a second, just to kind of get a gauge of what I'm really trying to see, which I'm really just wanting to see, you know, level 1 and 2 get attacked here. So just kind of have my focus there for a second. So we did close on that 1 minute back above 18.7, which that's a good sign of mitigation there. So if we can just extend from, you guys can see on that far right, from 18.7 up to daily open, which is 18.746, that would be beautiful.
So the interesting thing about that is that when you hear all the same other things, you have to remember that his is a very hawkish bet.
Really like that price on that 15 and 1 hour and how we're getting ready to close, especially how the 15 is looking there on the far left. I like it. I like it, guys. So we held through that. Pretty craziness, right? As we go back and watch the recording, though, we'll be able to see that this was just truly a mitigation play. 15.5, 1 minute mitigation play. Might be one of the better examples of it. Okay, so I like how the price is printing as of right now. If we can continue up, like I was saying, right, into that 18.730s area, previous support resistance type area, you know, I could really see us still pushing up to high of day here. So can we go to previous day highs? You know, can we go to all-time highs 18,800 today? Potentially, right? We have no idea. We could definitely do it, but I would like to see prices, you know, pushing up here going into 9 a little bit more. Nice, really nice price here. I like how it's pushing up. And so what I'm going to do here soon is once we get above those 5 minutes areas, I probably will go ahead and trail this down, the sell stop, down just to here. Because if it was to come back lower and go any lower than this, then the price will probably go lower. So I'm really just focused on, how these are going to close. But we're still far from where we were trying to get to, and we don't want to see prices go back below 18.7 at all before I would say going above 18.730s. So 5 minute close right there was a strong higher open, higher close, break of structure, right? So this next 5 minute open and close, I would want to see another push of that 30 level. And 15-minute candles, they're opening and closing strong. So if we get, 3 strong candles like that, I think that's usually pretty good for a session. So really just focused on that 15 and how this 1 hour is going to close in about 3 minutes.
It's holding 7/10.
Yeah, we can help with the overhead supply. It's a big concern as long as we start to now start so as long as I can tell you. The loftier offers on the top side here just really need
So I like 15-minute strength right now. I like how the 5 minute is still playing above the 18.715s. So it's just like I don't want them to really push back down lower on this type of setup. So I am accepting the risk personally right now.
see that strength being solidified. So that's here now.
I just want to see if they're going to hold this 18.7 level, because if not, they're going to be difficult here. I want to wait for price to get to that point of interest. Otherwise, I want to accept the risk. ES looks good still. Really want to see how that, like I said, that 15 is going to close as well, since we already closed higher highs. So can it close above 53.27 and a quarter? And then make its way above market open 53.30s. So price is still looking pretty good. We have about a minute before 9 a.m., about 2 minutes. So if we get another 15-minute close and that far left is a bullish candle, I would anticipate another open of being pretty strong. But they are pushing it down pretty fast here as well. So if this 1 hour doesn't close above 18.7, I would be a little bit more questionable about this price action. So looking at it from like smaller time frame perspective, if it breaks below this level now, I would say in this 5 minute open, 15-minute open, if it was a break lower than that, then they may go lower, and this might end up not being good. As of right now, it looks pretty good. About 30 seconds before this close. 15 seconds here. Let's see where this 15 minutes is going to close. Just want to make sure that we close at least like that 1 hour and 15 above 18.7. That would give me, and I want to see a 15-minute actual candle close bullish here. That's a good close. So higher high, higher low in the 5-minute with the break of structure higher, showing signs of strength. So I think the run up to daily open could happen a lot quicker here now for sure.
Super nice to see this. See this really start to squeeze out those vertical shorts separated out. No shade, you might, but those types of traders that were taking like straight there, just that type of price action.
So I really like the price right now. All right, guys. I really like the 15.5 price here, and then ES is climbing as well, and YM is strong too. So let's see here. If we can, like I said, if we can close above 18.730s, I think we have a way better chance. As of right now, that we are getting higher open, higher close, higher open, higher close. So, just going into now the first 15 minutes of 9, see if we can get up to point of interest, get back into that daily London open price. Now you got to think, if we can get back into that price where a lot of players played, the people who are in a profit, right, that shorted, their stop loss is probably a high of day or here. So as we come up and we're looking left, if we push up very fast, I'll probably move my first sell limit here. If we start to get distribution in this area, I would probably parcel some of the move, protect what I have left, and then just be patient on what's left. So we'll see, but right now price action looks good. So as long as we continue, for me personally, to get the strength on the 15, from like right here. So I want to see continued higher open, higher close. And then what I'm looking at for me is the range of the day. All right, so you have your swing high to your swing low, and we're back to equilibrium almost. So once price raises above equilibrium, you want to start protecting that position for the day potentially. So, if we can't break past this 5-minute last up candle, that would be interesting. But if we can just push on through it, right, technicals like this, like we're doing right now, then you can come in and probably protect this position. But for me, like I said today, with what I have on the risk, I'm fine with, and I want to protect or pay myself at the point of interest. ES just went crazy. Let's go. All right, so price is pushing in our favor, really nice. Being patient here. I just really think they're going to push the price above high of day, or back to daily open. So nice 1 hour engulfing move. So I'm going to show the 1 hour here really quick, just so you guys have an idea of what I'm looking at to my left. Nice Very nice setup right there. So like I said, getting above this high of day right here could be very interesting just for today, potentially. So we're kind of getting, we want to see it push through. We want to see that 5 minute push through the 730s. Otherwise, if it starts to reject, you don't want to let it just come all the way back down. So 15-minute strength looks good. You want to see it climb over this wick right here. That they can't, right? You're going to see the rejection from this 5 minute candle potentially. But me personally, I think they're going to push through it, but that's because ES is 15 minutes really strong and pushing back above market open back to daily. So we could have a chance, we could not, just depends. So for this right here, for what we have on the board, I personally really don't want to let things really go, but I want to see some more 5 minute strength. But they are pushing it down so fast that I don't like it as much. So this next 5 minute close here, that 5 minute was higher open, higher close, higher high, higher low. So it's just coming down to the 905 to 910 candle. Okay, so that's coming down way too fast for me, to be honest. I like the 15 higher open, higher close, but I don't like how that price is coming down so quickly. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and just trail at least one sell stop up into my area. So I would be knocking down one contract, but leaving my risk on the rest. Just in case here, in case they decide to come down too quickly. I don't want to be at so much risk on the trade, if that makes any sense. So it is getting a little bit more difficult to go higher, even though ES is really running. So that's kind of what I would say here today. Is that, if we didn't break past this level, then we could fall over, which I don't really like that. But in that 5 minute, if it engulfs and closes lower than that white candle there in the middle, then it definitely would start to break down on that 1 hour, I think, and go down to 18,650s. But if we can just manage here and stay strong, I think we'll be okay. So we have one order protected so we don't take a large loss, and then we have another order that's set for us to make profits. ES looks really strong. They look really good on the 15s. So if we can get another 15-minute candle close, higher open, higher close, I think we'll be okay.
Still, Nvidia is just not giving us what we want. Nvidia is still technically trade underneath the people, which is not, I think, for a trader. So really can see an explosion. Hopefully in the calls, Nvidia there.
So price looks okay on the 15. Like I said, if we can even go up above 18,735, that'd be really good. ES is really looking strong, 15.5. Really no signs of weakness over there at all. And that's a beautiful accumulation in my eyes. So I think if we can push above 18,730s on NQ here, that's a beautiful accumulation to my eyes as well. So just no more breaks below the 705, 700 levels. So want to see this next, like I said, this 5 minute close, I'd like to see it, finally break 18,730s and get out of this 15.5 accumulation and start marking up out of the range. Really good strength there on ES. So 5 minute closes must have been in. So we got about 5 more minutes before this 15-minute close, and I would love to see it be a bullish candle. So we did come up to daily open. I really just want to see where this 15 minutes is going to close. So 15 minutes look okay. They actually just have a mark over. So price isn't really showing too much signs of strength, I would say personally, at that that 5 minute area that we were looking at, that 18,725s, and then the 15-minute candle doesn't look like it's gonna close bullish right now. So if it can close bullish and then open another bullish one, I think we could reach for the 18,730s. But if we start to close a 5 minute lower than this 18,707s, then price could fall over. So really wanting to see how these 15 minutes close on ES and NQ. YM looks really good. On that 15 as well, it's back to 40,000 special level. So this isn't looking as good, guys, right here. Not at all. Not looking good there, just being honest. The 15 minutes are looking pretty good. I think if we can just get some volume come in here, this next minute or so, and this 15 minute can close bullish, that we could still open up the next few candles more bullish. So we'll see. ES still really strong on that 15, closing above market open, and then YM is screaming and it has a lot of room to get up to the 4160s, only being at 40,000 right now. So just staying focused here. So we're closing pretty good here. I just want to see, like I said, the strength of all three. You do have ES closing above market open on 15, so good close above market and good strong close on NQ. So let's see if we can continue that. Right now, like I said, that 5 minutes is what makes it difficult because we can't get above the 18,720s for some reason, it seems like.
Hey, there you go. You know, here, let me split this thing and definitely turn it up. The action looks like you have a chance to explode. Yep, I think we have a chance to break into New York City at least. See,
Looks really good, guys, going up. So we'll see. I like the 15.5 strength there.
NASDAQ average price open position was long in NASDAQ 80%, 711. I got out of it. You know, staying above the 10 way too often. You guys talked about anything about the 10? Yeah. We have a house account play that's not a my decision play, so this right now.
So I want to see the push of this 18,730s and price push into the daily opens, and I'll probably pull a contract at point of interest. And then I'll play the rest of it, just depending on how fast we get there. Now, if we just start, blowing up to that area super quickly, I may, like I said, try to wait for that New York session high or that high of day to get swept, which is like in the 18,760s, 18,765s. So So 1 hour price looks really good. That 1 hour bounce off that down candle. So I like it, as of right now, 15-minute price looks really good.
It seems like he decided to swipe this 25 there. He had leads. You have a big player that's coming short here. Fives that he's taking it just yet. They're advertising about 200 lots here. See if they want it.
So if they can push out of this 5-minute area, this first, like they push here and they go higher high, technically, right? And above 30s, I'm going to trail the risk to this area like 701s on one of the contracts. Because right now I'm not getting anything on the 15 that's showing me any signs of weakness as of right now to me personally. I'm just trying to look at it a little closer. It's not letting me move it. Okay, so this is what I want to see. Is if they can just extend into this inefficiency here, 18,740s. And you're kind of getting a failure at the market open. So manipulation happens at market open on a lot of assets, and you're getting that manipulation on ES right now. So definitely, with that being like that on ES kind of showing some weakness. I really want to watch this 15 and 5 here because 15 is showing a lot of weakness on ES right now as we speak.
Especially for, I mean, you have these minutes getting this down there. So, like, yeah, I spent that long break there at 7 months, and I just did it. You had this, you just had the same. Yes, yeah, I think it, maybe you, that's 7 12.
So we're having a hard time at this 720, 725 level, but no signs of weakness inside that 5 minute really yet. And no really just like break a structure on the 1 minute that would show me like, oh, they might start breaking down. So I'm still waiting on that daily open point of interest play to push up. So YM is really looking good after that sweep, especially if you can close back above 40,000. All right, 15 minute price still looks really strong. So nothing really showing me that they would just topple over right now. So I'm still just waiting for that point of interest and high of day. Like I want to see this break out of here, right? I want to see the price stay bullish and break out technicals.
I think that we should be reaching the next 5 minutes here. Just added 6 contracts now.
Makes me nervous when they start just pummeling their contracts in because they get bodied on that a lot of the times. But I think we're looking good like on the 1 hour time frame as well. 15 minutes showing strength again. We still have 2 contracts on the board, which is way better than most days because I usually exit some of it. So I like how we're moving right now. So, good 50 points is going to be, point of interest. So so 15 minute price looks good. ES starting to print back above market open, so that's good signs. We have already tapped daily open there though, and we're probably about 20, 30 points away on NQ, and we're still showing signs of strength, so that's good. So I want to see how if this 5 minute closes as a bullish candle, great, and then the next candle can open, and this 15 minute candle can start finally getting above those 18,730s. I would be, pretty happy with how this day could finish potentially. Then. So we are breaking up, seeing strength on ES. And now we're pushing up pretty quickly here out of this level. 5-minute close was a higher high, I believe. Let me check that price. So showing signs of strength out of the accumulation. No weakness over here. So I definitely could see us possibly at least getting up to where we're looking for right now. Looks really good on the ES price as well.
Resting up there, so if the Nvidia does continue this push higher, could potentially put a date into that liquidity up there. If you come in higher than 9 now, clock 9, pretty much the whole breakout area of 45. Randy Moss say, Dre? What do you say? My job's to take the top off the defense. They're trying to get on push, trying to get a push here. Checks. I like this price action.
15-minute looks good here. 5-minute price, like I said, did close with some strength. So I think even the push up to 18,740s would be nice. Filling the inefficiency here on the 15. So like 740s, yeah, that'd be nice somewhere in that area. ES is looking strong too. So it's just we have, I would think that daily open is going to be an area where I'm going to possibly pay myself a little bit today. ES looks really good. Still printing on that 15 above market open. Seeing a little bit of weakness from that 40,000 level on YM. So I am going to be looking, like I said, for price to reach up here on NQ to that point of interest potential. So we are finally starting to break that 730s or getting close. 1 minute is showing pretty good, price action right there, I would say too. The focus is right here, right? 5 and 15, and then really getting right above this area. ES looking really good, so.
Potentially now that these 30s up here, very, very nice push.
His rollout is break even today. You got 9 contracts on. Hell yeah, I like it. Coach Dakota. So we'll see. I'm just watching 15 and 5s here. And I also want to show this just to have an idea of like higher time frame, how that 1 hour really looks really good and how we played pretty much off of the down candle, last down candle before up move, right? Giving you a framework, and then New York Open being like your entry as well. Those are really good alignment today, I would say. And this 15-minute higher open, higher close, right? So we're getting bullish signs. Like the 15-minute price. So I'm just watching here. 15-minute looks good on ES. We're well above daily London and New York on YM. So taking a look here really quickly at dollar index while we're getting this push up. here on futures. Let me look here. I like that 15-minute, that 5-minute close. So that was good sign of strength. So this next open is really important. And I would say on dollar, we've been hovering around that 104.50 level for quite some time. So we're not really too sure. And so what I'm going to do here is continue to watch. We did get that technical break. So you essentially could push this up into here, because if it came all the way back down, that would be, to me, a wrap. So just kind of trailing that risk up into the 700s. And then I still have one other contract on the board still, which I would have my stop loss at the low for right now. Right now, I'm just managing like this. Yeah. Okay, so price is looking good. It is pushing up. Not that much information on dollar. It is kind of looking weak on dollar intraday. So that could be some reasons why we're pushing up here. But we are pushing back into the areas that I care about most, which are daily open, point of interest, London open. We are floating pretty well in profit here. So let's see what we get. So still price is pushing and as hanging up on ES above daily open. So I just wouldn't see why they wouldn't reach for the 15.336s. But this is an area, like I said, when it comes to these markets, is you want to pay yourself or protect yourself at point of interest. Yeah, pay yourself or protect yourself at point of interest. Reaching, we're reaching really good. And it looks like we're gonna go push the highs on ES. So I think we are gonna push. I want to wait, like I said, until point of interest before I even partial out into any of this. But the other two are still showing quite a bit of strength. So I might be looking though to sell a contract potentially. So I'm gonna have it ready above daily open. Okay. And it's just because, like I said, how I'm feeling for the day. But I only want to do it above daily open, so I can get the most expected value from the move. But I'm not gonna do it if I think they're gonna run the highs, right? I'd rather wait for them to run the highs. That's because that's really all I want. And then I'll move my other part of my position. So right now I'm still looking fine. This looks good. We're at daily open. We're crushing. It looks like ES is getting ready to take those highs. We're floating really nice in profits here for the day. So you can see where price is here. All right, so you can kind of see it. Okay, ES is taking that internal liquidity, it seems like. Nice. Price is pushing well in our favor above daily. Now take note, ES is taking that 15-minute internal with the 5.336 still open. So as we're starting, if you see any weakness over here, right, and between your 5 and 1, you can pull a contract at the right area, right? So like right here, I don't see it yet, but if it was to go lower, I probably right in there, I'm gonna take a little bit of it off. So now I have my risk and profit. I have the rest of what I want on the board, and either it's gonna work out or it's not, But we are in a profit for the day no matter what. And since I have time today, I am going to set this for previous day high, right? Pretty much the 800 level. And then I'll manage it and watch it here. But as of for right now, for the stream, we definitely had a pretty phenomenal day. And prices are still running and we're still on the board.
I just kept flashing colors and flashing. Oh yeah, no. He literally caused the flash crash. And he figured out there was a large algorithm, an institutional algorithm.
Nice prices rally. Let's go. We're pushing all the way. We are managing today very, very nicely. Very happy to have gotten out a little bit at that daily open. Now, as I look back at the recording, there really isn't nothing to say to do that. But if I'm gonna do it anywhere, I want to do it there. If that makes sense. Okay. So ES just blasted those highs. So now we're just going to continue to watch and see if we're going to get the extension through the 18,800 levels. So waiting for this 15, kind of wanted to see what we're going to get here. We're going to continue to get that strength like we're getting on ES. Now we did take high of day over there, so I may not be looking for much more than high of day here, just being honest as well. But right now we're just not getting any signs of weakness. We're getting higher open, higher closes here, so I'm going to continue to watch this, and then I'm going to move this here. Okay, so still looking pretty strong. We have about a 5 minute close here relatively soon, so we'll be watching this 5 minute close to see if they can just go ahead and take those high of day, which I wouldn't see why they wouldn't since they already did it on ES.
This is the exciting part about top 15, like almost 6,000 because we come on here and stock trading. We just have fun. Hopefully you laugh. Maybe just that filtered emotion that when you came on here that also the cool part about this the insider information we're talking about here at the top stuff. Then you're gonna get these daily. We're trying to do these things daily, whether it's
So we're looking good here. Got about a minute left on this 5 minute close. Now, if this doesn't close relatively above, I would say 18,750, and then extend up and just take this high of day, then I would be like, well, they're diverging a little bit. So we partialed out, which was good, which is prices coming back to where we partial, which is fine. And then we have a little left on the board. So I'm happy with what this looks like. Sometimes they don't always do the same. They don't, just because ES takes the high of day doesn't mean NQ definitely will. It just has a chance to. So I think they'll slip those highs. But it really comes down to price action. The 5 minute close is above daily open. So to me, I think they're gonna run it out. Because you only have 5 minutes left on this 15 to get to 760s. All right, so we're looking for prices to reach above here, and I probably will 760s, 770s, like 780s. If we can, if we reach, it depends on how fast we get there. If we get there, but I would like to get it. And then for here, I don't want price to go past here for me personally. Otherwise, I'd rather be out on that 5 minutes. So securing another 20 points right there. So pretty good price here. We're still running up. And so what we're gonna do is we have our sell limit set at the 800 level. Just basically if we break the high all-time highs again. 4 hour, 1 hour look really good. When you take a look at the dailies, daily price looks like another bullish day loading. So we still are on that bullish market, which makes a lot of sense. So like I said, if we can get this 15 to close above 18,750 and 5 minutes to stay strong above opening price, then I think we could extend up 50 more points, to be honest. So okay, so good 5 minute price here. Good price action at the point of interest. So just one more extension up, little 20 handle move to the upside here to 18,770s would be nice. And you just want to keep looking left to understand, a gauge of where price could reject or pivot. So me personally, I really like price getting up to 780s, just extending up and hitting like 775, 780s. But I would think that if they can do that, then they could definitely push the high of the market. So okay, so ES, like I said, I don't like that price at point of interest here. 5 minute looks fine. I just don't like how it's starting to break down here at 18,750s. Okay, so it looks like as if they want to push it higher, but they could start to try to do this type of shit here. So we really want to focus on these 5 minute opens and closes right here in this area. And how those candles open and close. Right. I really try not to focus on this 1 minute, even though it can give me signs. I like to use it to trail my wrist, but actual candle closures don't give me enough from there to see the bigger picture. So if they start to break it down, they do. So be it. We've already partialed. But I just want that high of day potential. And so what I'm gonna do actually, so I don't have to focus on it, is if it can come down to here, I'm going to have me exit like right in here. Let me look for like this area here, potential. That breakdown isn't looking too good though. So we'll see what we end up doing here. Because what I don't want to see is a rejection at a daily open, because then that's the sign that especially with a 5 minute engulfing here, that could be the sign that they want to go lower. So if this actually closes lower than this open, I'll probably pull what I have, or I'll trail the risk up into here for the day. Or leave the risk where it's at. So just want to see this 15 minute close. Now we are closing higher than high of day on ES, so I'd love to see a good bullish move right here in this last 15 minutes. But that 5 minute did close lower, so I don't like how that price looks for this type of swing. So we'll leave it here for this first part of the candle because we're not really seeing anything weak here yet. But ES looking pretty good there. And I just think there's a lot of liquidity at the high of day. The price is still looking pretty good here. Instead, we can get that slip, that high of day slip would be nice.
Consistently make a career out of sit trading is just not realistic in my opinion, and I would never depend on that to have a career. Right? You want to become consistent, you want to have a family, raise a family, and say this is my main source of income.
Okay, so I am going to trail that risk in this part of the swing because if they do come back and hit it, I wanted to secure more of that bag for today. Because if they don't go and take the high of day, then I don't want to wait and figure out the hard way. Especially with that closing lower low, that's a sign of weakness in this 15 5-minute swing. So either they're going to hold that price right here and continue up, come and fill this inefficiency and then go, or they'll just open this price and it'll continue up. But either way, we have a positive day on our hands. And we secured a little bit more. So being patient here.
And also the fees that you and I pay in these live accounts. It is a professional trader fee. I think I just look at the black and white. I don't need to listen to any of the riffraff and the ethos out there in social media. You just look at the black and white, the contracts that we sign when we're in live accounts designates both of us as professional traders. So there it is, black and white.
And it's fine if it's like
Okay, so 15s are still looking pretty strong on ES. No real signs of weakness. YM still, building that higher high, higher or higher high, higher low price action. And so, if we can just get this push to the highs, 760s here, I would say before 10, that would be really nice. So that 5 minute is starting to break down at that daily open, which I don't like that as much. So I'm still just being patient here to see how this is going to close. But any more 5 minute bearish candles, and I think that they could attack the range. So just got to be patient.
for the data that you provide. Speak to even by it's how we manage our risk. So that just means that I get the points on both sides.
Okay, so price is still kind of hanging up in that area at point of interest. So I don't like it as much. I want to see how this 5 minutes going to close. We'll see. But if we can close higher than this wick, I'll probably trail the risk up into the 738, 740s. But 15 isn't showing me anything that's showing me any signs of weakness yet. To me, this is showing me pretty good signs of strength. Technicals, I could see price breaking that high of day, right, coming into the 760s. And that's probably where I'll end up exiting the rest of this trade. And if it continues to go, then so be it. But ES is looking really strong. And we did just get a 5-minute close above engulfing, so that's a really good sign to me that they can continue up as long as they don't reject here at 750s anymore. Then we have about 10 minutes left of this 15-minute candle. So as long as the 5 minutes stay bullish in this area, I would say that we're going to run any type of wicks out like that you're seeing here right now. And so it is making lower lows and lower highs right here on 1 minute, but 5-minute structure is holding pretty well. So if they were to reach down, you know, we would see it here very quickly. But if we get back above 18,750 before going lower here, I'm going to trail what I have remaining on this to this low. Because ES has finally made that high, and I think it's going to be it. So no 5-minute weakness though as of right now. So just kind of being patient. So we can get over here, price to rally up above this wick right here. I'll probably trail the wrist to down on the 5 minutes here. Just to secure a little bit more. And I think that this 1 hour could end up closing for 10 a.m. higher, like breaking that structure, like we've been waiting on. So it's being more difficult here. Like I said, price, it's all about that 5-minute price. ES finally took that high a day and it's finding a little bit of weakness. So I think it could still travel up to the 5340s since we haven't taken the high of day here. So price is starting to break down here pretty well. So that 15 isn't looking as great to me to go take those highs. It may not do it. So you know, 5-minute close is going to be key here for me. If we can close above London and daily with already making that higher high, I think we can continue up. If we're closing below daily in London, then I think that price could, fall over on the swing of the range before going higher. And the other two are showing weakness, and they have taken those high of days. So okay, so these next, I'd say 5-10 minutes are going to be key for the day. So either it's going to close higher, or it's going to come into here and then make its way up. But for me today, as we're starting to break down, I want to see how this 5 closes though really quickly. Right, because that 15 minutes still showing strength. It's not really like it's going to be a bullish candle. So that 5 minute close being like that, it still hasn't broken lower. But like I said, for this type of day, I'm just going to continue to watch this area. So this 15-minute close is everything to me, and this hour close, because I want to see if that hour can close above point of interest, and if not, like I said, I'm probably going to pull this. So just kind of securing a little bit more. And now we wait. We'll wait and see what happens. The price on the 1 minute is breaking down, as you guys can see, at that point of interest. So that 5 minute candle closing lower low would be detrimental, but right now it has never closed lower. So we'll see by this 15-minute close. If it closes lower than this down candle here, this black candle, most likely it'll attack the swing of this range. But if it can hold right here and then just extend up first, I think we might get that higher day sweep, and then I'm out of the markets for that. So I like how it looks right here, and it looks like a breakout test on so I like the management so far today. We are pushing back up. We didn't get shaken out here, so good. And we didn't just pull the position, right? This isn't a pulled pork sandwich. This is a slab of ribs we're trying to get here. So what I'm going to do is, if we can break higher than 18,750 there, I'm going to trail the risk up to these lows, right? 5, 1 minute, 15-minute low. It looks really good how we're extending up here. So 15.5 still looking good. We did get that break of structure showing signs of strength there, going into this 15-minute close. So I would say we already closed higher high, we never close lower, and we close again, especially above this 18,750. I'll trail the risk up to pretty much 730 750s. Then I'll continue to watch and see if we can get that push to the 84 levels, 80 levels at least. Really good price. I like it right there. So, technical break of structure here on 1 and 5, and I'm going to trail that risk up to secure more this time of day. Really, really nice price here. Okay, so we've got about 40 seconds left. 1 hour looks like it's going to break 2. I want to show that really quickly here. I have a chance. How much time do we have? 30 seconds. Okay, cool. So really looking at that 1 hour all day if it shifts over. Looking at this 1 hour, you guys can see here how the price bounced beautifully off that level, and our entry location is really good. Okay, so we got about 15 seconds before this closed. So it looks like we're going to get that close like we're looking to see. So me personally, I may end up moving that sell limit down. But it looks good. It looks really good here. So that 10 a.m., that 1 hour close, higher high, I think we can just get that high of day push here really quick, and then I'm gonna be out of here. Potential. So since we did, go higher here, I'm gonna trail that risk to that 5 minute low, 1 minute low. Let's make sure it's the right level here. Okay, yeah, because if it goes down before up, I want to secure more. That's just how I feel, me personally.
Same thing, very clean, very simple, and very clear cut, right? So I have this 5 minute chart.
737.25.
Alongside of that, I have something called the senior side. These lined up next to each other.
So just making it very precise. I just want it to be right at that 5 minute low, because it looks more than likely like we're gonna push on through here. So just to make sure to secure more of the bag.
Resistance, we broke out. Yeah, I missed it. I'm waiting for pullback. You guys are fine. Waiting for pullback.
No signs of weakness yet, and that 5 minute made a higher high, showing signs of strength through that 750 level. So let's see what these first 15 minutes can give us. Of 10. So good management, I believe. Good entry, right? Could have been below New York Open, but still seen the sign away from it, seen the pull back, took the entry right in that area. So I like it. I'm gonna add the executions on here just really quick. The settings, executions. Where is it at here? All right, so see where I entered, see where I exited that first one here, right? Entered in the accumulation, price rallied back in the daily open. Pay yourself or protect yourself at point of interest, did that. And then I trailed the risk on the remaining. So this is probably one of my best days, honestly. Just the way I've moved, one shot kill. Everything's just been very fluent. And so can't ask for too much better than days like this, especially coming off of my Friday, which was a L, predetermined loss yesterday, a little bit too much of that I lost, but I'm basically giving away some profits that I've made. But still, how you do something, how you do everything, and every day counts. So you can't just take a day off from greatness. So they're still at that level, right? Want to just see that one little push through here, which would be very nice to go ahead and see that push on through. And then when you're looking left from the previous day high to low, you could use your fibs. I like to do it over here, sniper vision style. And you can look at it like this. If price was to sell off, you would want to see it in the areas that we have the price set up to get us out. So, no signs of weakness, right? Another 5 minute 5 minute open, 5 minute close right now. So that strength is looking really good. There's no reason really right now to exit the trade. So actually, since I'm here today, I'm gonna probably move this up to here to get the full 100 points potential, because I'm gonna continue to trail the sell stop as we break structure on 5 and 15s. So I'm trying to squeeze out as much as possible on this setup. So that 5 minute price looks good, right? How it's higher open, higher close, how it just closed. Now, if it can go below that 5, then that would be and start breaking down, you know. But I just think that they're gonna slip that high of day potential. So we're good 15 minutes. So we've got about 10 minutes before this 15-minute closes. I think by 10:15, 10:30, we will have an idea of what's gonna happen here.
Just keep that. Completely agree with that, Rich. Maybe levels up here, guys. Anything up here for potential helps come trade? Smaller levels.
I don't like how that 5 minutes starting to break down at that time of day, but it's nothing really to make us any kind of nervous, really. And let me look at this as if it was a short, just because I'm going to start getting my mind familiar with the price action. So that right there to me is starting to show that the failure at that level is just too much for me. So me personally, like I said, I'm going to stay right here where I'm at when it comes to my risk. And like I said, just waiting for this timing. So I'm gonna sit back and just be patient. Whatever happens, happens.
Super helpful stuff to stay in tune with what professionals are seeing, saying, and doing. You get it all here. Seeing, saying, and doing. And that's the exciting part of again why we want to be on top of me to show the transparency, both in the talking out the trade, but also the trade actually materializing, both good or bad, and all that kind of stuff. You got the whole smorgasbord there of education that you probably have to go back and just have it digest. Do that with note taking. I do this and maybe someday we'll start handing these out. But is it no? Go get one, man. Take notes. It's super helpful.
And then after you rewatch it, go ahead and leave a like and a nice review because this crap is all free for you guys.
It's gonna get on. You guys are flighty today. Very, very flighty today. I am happy to report some breaking news at this stop. You officially hit 90,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel.
That is true.
We did it, Jack. We did it, Jack.
We've done it. Also, yeah, we have gained a subscriber for each dollar, and these free $30,000 accounts for so much of these. So we have so much.
If I had a nickel for every time I said that, I'd be able to clear Dakota's payouts. 9,000 subscribers.
I mean, what payout? Maybe for 100,000 subscribers, maybe I'll take 100,000 payout.
Oh, wow. Yeah. What'd you do with the 100 grand right now? What'd you do with the 100 grand right now? What'd you do?
Well, I still have my 2020 Honda Civic. My biggest purchase this year was I bought 2 Tigers for it. Well, I get two tires. I don't replace all 4. It's front wheel drive, so I replace them. And then I rotate them. I would put it in a Roth IRA.
Oh, I've done that before. You can trade Roth IRAs and futures. It's kind of like, I don't know if that highly advised, but you take Roth, move it over to a futures account, futures broker, do it. I've done it.
Yeah, Roth IRA traded.
Okay, so we're just waiting on this 5 minute close here. We're still not really showing any signs of weakness on 15 and 5, which is good. And I'm just looking for that high of day squeeze potential. And we're starting to see dollar find a little bit of strength after a major pullback throughout the New York session. So I personally am not seeing too much more on this other than possible breakout here. Now this is not the signal that I like to see inside of a range. So if this reaction isn't automatic after these 5 seconds starts going up, then I would say it's pretty much a wrap. they may reach first. So I only have 5 minutes before this 15-minute candle closes. So let's see if we can get this push on through the high of day. I'm gonna move this down. Down to here today. I want to put it right here for right now, but high of day is like right here, so we'll do it like right. So if we can reach that high of day, great. If not, we shall see. And that 1 hour and 4 hour is still printing very bullish, especially the 4 hour. It's an engulfing candle. And 1 hour was in a pretty good engulfing candle on a break higher. So if we can see prices maintain 18,750, I think we'll reach higher first. So I entered 92s here. We'll kind of see how this goes. I really want to move the take profit to the 774.50s, but like I said, I'll be happy with high of day today. I would think they would extend this up quite a bit. So we might just go ahead and still do this here. Right above that wick right there. Otherwise, it's going to hit our sell stop first. I just think that this level is going to hold 18,750 to go higher first. Another 25 points to the upside here. So price isn't looking so good right there at 750s. ES showing weakness after it took that high of day, so it's just either they could come back a little bit and then go higher, but we wouldn't know. I wouldn't want to wait it out and figure it out. Which brings us to my favorite Ben Affleck ever, really the show. They show us before we have on the right place, and he's out. I love this image right here. You gotta use that. So the way that price is filling 18,750, I don't like it as much personally. So let's see how this 5-minute, 15-minute close here. So if this is just a breakout bounce play, then I think we'll get that push, one more push up. So that 10-15 candle didn't close with strength. The other two didn't as well. So let's see if that's just that little bounce that we needed. Right inside that down candle. So like this was kind of like that focus point that I was looking at potential to see if that price would bounce. And that's why I have my risk in this placement. Now this isn't an institutional candle. I just want the color for this actual setup here really quick. But that's the bounce for what we want to see. So price is looking pretty good there. Let's see if it can go push higher. I'm just watching the trash men outside. Sorry, y'all. Ooh, they grabbed everything. So we don't have to worry about those shingles anymore. Okay, so between now and 10:30, we'll see if price continues. But you guys see where we have the risk trailed. We have the limit as well. I don't want to let the recording go over too long. But when you look at ES, it looks really strong. So I'm going to just continue to watch this trade and continue to trail the risk as we break structure higher. Now, if we get to, our levels first, then great. But I do think we could reach just a little bit above to be like right here. So the reason I'm moving the take profit is because I'm also trailing the risk, if that makes sense, right? Otherwise, I'd have my for sure target and that would be it. But since I have time to sit here and kind of manage today, that's what I plan to do. And if price comes back lower and takes me out first, then so be it. But ES showing a lot of strength still. So this 18,750 level is just being pretty difficult here. Any more real closures, I'd say below daily open, I think it could fail the level and go lower and then maybe go higher. So just really watching that 5 minute. So just wanted to see the reaction right in here between now and 10:30, 11:15 a.m. So I'm usually done trading around this time here. So I just really want to see this reaction in this area if it can continue to hold to go higher. And you guys can see like the reason why I'm just really looking at this still is because this liquidity here. Let me see if this will let me draw the right line here. This liquidity here is the high of day. So Asian, London, and then New York, all liquidity is running together, and we haven't pushed away by them yet. So I'd rather see price come through this level, right? Looking left to attack into here, or where I have my take profit at that quarter level. So I'm just really focused on wanting to see how the price action plays, which it looks really high, 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 low, right? So price rallies up, pull back slightly, and does what? You have a high, which would have been like this high here, right? Price then goes higher high, right? Higher high, then comes back, makes the higher low, comes back, makes the higher low, right? And then price is still continuing that run. So that's kind of what my eyes are seeing personally. ES climbing to that 5340 level. So I think we are going to get that push here potential. We're about 2 hours into the recording. So not going to go past 2 hours and 20 minutes. So these next You know, into 10:30 we'll watch, but I probably won't like watch the last 15 minutes, especially if we're pushing higher in our favor. We'll just have our areas marked and we'll see how the day finishes later. But a lot of good, you know, valuable information on this stream here. This is one of my better ones, and you know, I'm not coming off of a win streak right now. You know, I've lost Friday, I lost yesterday, so this is a really good, you know, bounce back and learning day to kind of see how to trail the risk a little bit better. The management, you know, the entry was pretty fire, so I like it. Pretty good day. Top three definitely of 2024.
Resistance not supporting versus kind of numbers as we've gone through it up and down so many times. Still's got long off that VWAP Dow 5 in the air. Another push higher in the top line. You got short gold. I like a short gold right now. Short gold. Okay. The P house count. I want you guys to tell me what to do.
It's a really awesome price. We're getting that push. We didn't take ourselves out of bigger opportunity today, and we're pushing up to an even higher price. So this is awesome to see, especially with the market being in our favor. The price is still pushing in our favor here. Really nice. So we get the 5-minute close higher high. I can trail that risk to daily open. All right, because if price goes back below daily open again, then you know, then it would be probably bearish. But we're seeing a pretty good extension still on ES, pretty good extension on YM, and intraday dollar. Just kind of hanging around that 104.50 level. Not too much information there. So about another minute. Technicals, right? If we close higher high here, I'm going to be closing that trade, or partialing that trade up, or trailing the risk. Excuse me, I said partial. I said all the wrong words. Sorry. But 1 minute, 18 seconds. We got higher high, higher lows here. We're breaking up, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that here. So just squeezing some more out of that, about 46 plus points for sure, at least 50 points secured more here. So we'll see what they do here. Five-minute close loading here. I'm gonna go ahead and move take profits to the previous day highs here, and keep trailing risk at this point of the day.
This is short for me all day. Look at that.
I think a little bit higher, but it's me personally. And I want to really make this really tight here, right? So hopefully it doesn't move. So basically the very low on this candle is 18,745 and a quarter. So that's where I want this to be. 18,745.25. 18,745. So just literally a tick up. Just to make it, complete. So I like that. I like that. So if it goes back below open, so be it. I'll be out of there. But we did slip that high of day, I think, pretty much. We got close. No, we slipped it. So that's perfect. I'm exactly where I want to be in the trade. So
Yeah, this spot 3, and it's gonna put you down the downside there. Okay, I got it at 33.66.
I'm short 20 from 432. 432, short 20 left. 20 at 432. 432, short 20. What are we looking at for stops?
I really want to see how this 15 is going to close. It's going to be the key for me. If it closes above whole level as a bullish candle, then I think we can extend up and take some more internal. But we have our wrist trailed, so it's fine.
Trade with us. They might have just jumped on this trade with the house. It was 50. I mean, maybe not up there. It could be like Ross over at Warrior Trading when you call out something and everybody jumps on it. It's like self. We got to learn. It's not going to work. Raver did it all the time. I tried to do it all. Raver did it all. Does it all the time. Just about it. Just about it. Four of our top 5 P&L leaders from yesterday all made money trading gold. Quote included. We have. They asked everybody what time of day did they make it? Does it show what time of the day they made it? No, I can't see detailed trade reports like that. But TNT and XFA picked up $12,185 trading gold. We also had Jordan M in an XFA with 9,300 and.
So I would say if this 15-minute can close bullish and higher than this last down candle, the next open would be very strong and push us up at least into this wick possibly. If not there, then here, and then the first area to really clear and close above, I would say it'd be like in this 18,770 area. So we'll see how this closes at 10:30, but either way, that'll be the end of the stream because we have already secured the bag today. I'm sure you guys have gotten a lot of stuff. You can stop the recordings and kind of see, the mindset. But we are kind of coming into, like I said, the end of this 10:30, this 15-minute candle. Now, when you look at ES, it's still showing quite a bit of strength on that 15, and 1 hours look like they want to, go ahead and take the all-time highs. So that's why I've just been scaling this trade up because, there's no telling what they could do once they slip this high of day completely and close a candle there. If they do, they may have already done just enough, just getting right above it like that. So we'll see. About 50 seconds, we have this 15-minute close. You have higher high, higher low, higher highs. No breaks of structure on the 5 minutes, so no signs of weakness. So I would love to get, like I said, this close strong right here, and then I think we'll push on through. They may want to slip this internal and small time frames first and then go, right? But if they do, they do.
Cheer each other on, say good things about one another. I think that's always a very important message to send out there for your top set traders.
Just want that 15-minute candle closes a bullish candle. That'd be great. So I think that we'll still hold the 750 level.
it's 25, 24, 25.
That is 10:30. That 15-minute candle did close really strong, above that half level. So I don't like how the 5-minute price looks though at this time of day. It could definitely go down before going up potential. But we've trailed our risk, so we'll see what happens. I'll kind of watch here just for a few seconds and see if it's going to reach down there and hit that area. If they close below the 750s, I think they will go ahead and hit our trailing stop, which will be fine, which is done really well today.
There's little fine details in each of the markets that you kind of get used to, but gold has like little spikes. Little spikes. They have big spikes in the direction that I've noticed. But yeah, gold definitely has its own characteristics. But very basic concept of technical analysis to me, it works. And I've been trading the same way you see me trade the NASDAQ this morning.
So that looks pretty good still. I'm not going to move the risk from this spot. So if it hits it, it hits it. If it continues up, you guys kind of see how we're going to manage and get to the 770s, 780s at least. But with that being said, I would say today's a pretty good stream. I'm going to leave it at that for today. We have, we'll be the same place, same time tomorrow. And I will be releasing Friday's stream from last Friday, Monday's stream, and then obviously today's being Tuesday. So you guys have a good rest of your day, and talk to you later.
So keep that in mind in our position right now. We will have the opportunity to potentially introduce some more volatility into these markets here in about, just call it about 10 minutes or more.